Yes, yes, yes. Peace and blessings. Thanks for taking the time to check out my fourth speech at ToastMasters. Yes, this is Lou App, and I just wanted to say, delivering my fourth speech here at ToastMasters was definitely an honor and a privilege. I really enjoyed it. I put a lot of thought, time, and effort into this speech. I studied it, and studied it. As much as I studied it, I still stumbled. But, like people in my class told me, it takes a good stumble for you to realize that you don't ever want to do that again. I want to make sure that I never stumble in my speeches again. It was cool because in my own little way, I tweaked it up so that you don't really tell the stumble. But what else I learned from it was not to try to do two speeches within a 2-week time slot together, especially when one of them is time coded. Because as I'm giving my speech, I'm realizing I start slipping and going into the other speech and coming back from the other speech and going back into this speech, and then I'm losing myself, and it's like I'm in class and this is not cool. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, at the end of the day, the speech was very good. Thanks for watching. Check this out. Please let me know what you think. Give me a comment. Give me, let some other, just leave me a comment, please. I'm really curious to see what you think, so like that I can know how to continue to grow here with my speaking skills at ToastMasters. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Fellow Toastmasters, it is my pleasure to introduce a star Toastmaster of our club, Toastmaster Lua. He's on his way to the Advanced Communicator Manual, and this will be his fourth speech. And this speech is titled "How to Say It." And this will be a speech where he'll be speaking for 5 to 7 minutes. And without spending too much time, let's welcome our speaker, Yuva.
Thank you. Please, everyone, give a round of applause for Ashman for a wonderful introduction. Okay, now, are there any alcoholics in the house tonight? What's that? 1, 2. Excuse me, is your hand up and down? Excuse me, pardon me. That's actually my Tuesday night class. I got them mixed up, pardon me. However, I have come to realize that there is a direct connection between drinking, getting tipsy or getting drunk, and with speaking, with pouring your guts out. Am I right? And I don't mean literally. I mean, after you have a drink or two, your emotions just find a way to just start gushing out and pouring, and your mouth just starts running. Am I right? Right. You know how it is. So, if only there was a way for us to capture the essence of that and utilize that in times like, let's say you're giving a speech and the objective just happens to be how to say it, then I'm sure several of us, if not all of us, will definitely agree with that. Am I right? Starting with myself. Because yes, how to say it is the objective of my speech tonight. So, as a speaker, which is the title of my speech tonight, and also the reason why I come to Toastmasters, or should I say, to become better and better as a speaker, and also to make a living at it as well. Becoming a high-paid speaker, which I'll get back to that shortly. So now, as a speaker and me being the A1A chess player that I am, I figured before I give tonight's speech, I'll do what any great professional chess player would do, which is analyze the situation, put all my cards on the table, figure out where I am today. Now, listen closely, because this is the genius and how all of this ties together. I figure out where I am today in conjunction to where I know I need to be in a couple of weeks, and that's when it hit me. I'll give tonight's speech as a speaker, but as a speaker, a professional speaker, an international self-made millionaire speaker, the winner of Oprah Winfrey's Speaker of the Year Award speaker, a hit filmmaker, and also a worldwide recognized best-selling book author. You see, because to me, in order to be it, you have to say it. In order to be it, you have to dream it. You have to feel it. You have to actually live it. So with that in mind, as your keynote speaker for the evening, let's take a moment to reflect on life. Since that's a speech that I was supposed to give a couple weeks from now, let's jump into it already in progress. Life is great, right? Life is wonderful, correct? Life is truly what you make it. And that's why I've dedicated my whole life to the study of life and the evolution of it as well. I mean, what part of evolution are you not in search of, or at least open to experience? How many of us are not into growing? Okay, good. Let me rephrase that then. Watch this, Al. How many of us believe in learning from our mistakes, life's lessons, and or challenges? Okay, keep your hand up now, because I wanted my son to see that I'm not the only one that thinks like that. Okay? And yes, as you can see, my son is here with me today. And I'm happy to say that because of that, I'm back on the top 10 list for the Best Father of the Year award in Smyrna. And Vinings is next, so all you good dads and Vinings, watch out, because I'm right behind you. Okay, but basically, it wasn't always like that between us. About 2-3 years ago, when we first moved to Georgia, about 2 or 3 months after we arrived, I took all the money that I had and I put it down to get us our very own apartment together, which, long story short, with only 2 or 3 weeks to go left, we found ourselves homeless. Homeless. And in the middle of fall with nowhere to go. So, we just slept in the car. And eventually, he was taken from me. Or should I say, from my life. However, since then, I've learned and evolved a great deal from that experience. In addition to learning from that, he's only been back with me for about 3 weeks now, and already we've come together as father and son to create our very first DVD together entitled, about stretching, entitled Flexibility for Life. Basically, it covers the importance of stretching, how to stretch, when to stretch, warm-ups, deep breathing, and it has over 50 different stretches in it that you can definitely learn and gain a lot from as an investment to yourself or to your life. Stretching every single day. A teacher told me once that flexibility is life and stiffness is death. So, because I love life, I stretch every single day. Every day I stretch, whether it's a lot or a little bit. Deep stretches or quick stretches, I stretch every single day. And not just physically either, both mentally and spiritually as well. And after doing various experiments and partaking in my very own 90-day transformational journey, which I had to give up 7 different things for 90 whole days. And that's what led me to a deeper spiritual awakening within my life. Because I found out that life is not happening to you. Life is actually responding to you. Life. And now, back to as a speaker. As a speaker, a great speaker told me once that if you tap the spirit and touch the soul, you can really change someone's life. And in the process of doing that, if you implement a couple of elements into your plan, you can definitely change your life as well. Which is why I go to as many seminars as I possibly can to learn things like how to make $500 to $5,000 a day or more as a speaker, author, or trainer. Or even giving a workshop on something that you know, a subject that you know very well. Or one that you're at least willing to research very well. But you'll be leaving a lot of money on the table if you don't have any products to put on the table. Like a t-shirt, a CD, a DVD, and especially a book. Remember this. A book is a blessing to both the reader and the writer. That's why I took the time to write this book. Because I learned that as a speaker, if you want to be a high-paid speaker, you have to have products. Now, any questions? Okay, now please repeat after me. It's my time.
It's my time.
It's my season.
It's my season.
Please, together with feeling, it's my time.
It's my time.
It's my season.
It's my season.
I'm guaranteed to succeed.
I'm guaranteed to succeed.
With life, my only reason.
With life, my only reason.
Now, in closing, I just wanted to say that with products, you can definitely promote and market yourself efficiently and highly effectively as a speaker. Toastmaster.
Thank you. We'll do a little change up. We're going to continue his speech. Give me another minute. 1 more minute.
All right.
All right? Okay. Ready? Hey, let's hear it for Lou App. Now, these items are going to be available.
Yes, they're constantly always available either through me or through the website. You can get a copy of the hit book right now, The Awakening, which we sold about 50 copies in Miami at the speech we did for just $20. It comes with a complimentary DVD inside, 3 hours long. It's also full of conscious information and ingredients and things like that you can use to, make better dishes. And also the Flexibility for Life, which is me and my son. A lot of great stretches on there, just $10. It's an hour-long DVD. And also we have a CD, which is kind of like the CD version of the book, but it's totally different information. It's that I learned that as a speaker, you want to cater to different people's learning styles, whether it's reading, whether it's watching a DVD, or whether it's listening to a CD. So you can pop this in your car and listen to it on and on and on and on, and it'll help you stay on track with being healthier.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's give the man a round of applause.
Yes, sir.
I would make we don't normally do this part, but I would make a suggestion. You have someone in the audience who goes, I have a copy of that book, I love it. And then also tell people, oh, it's available in the back. See Herbie Ross, he'll be able to. So definitely good, loved it. And you know what? Everybody stopped in the middle of their speech and lost their way. Everybody. Best thing to do is just take a step back and go, we've all been there, haven't we? And as you do it, then just think right that. And just go, that's part of life. It's part of learning. So you gave us another learning point. Thank you, Lou App.
Thank you. All right, y'all, you see, there you have it. That was my 4th speech at ToastMasters. Like I said, I studied it, but for some reason, when it was time to deliver, I stumbled. Yeah, you probably don't see the stumble that much, but that's because since I'm a filmmaker, I went ahead and used my creativity as a filmmaker and covered it up. I gave the speech again. I waited till everybody left, and I did the speech again just in front of the camera alone. No, I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, but I still hooked it up in a way so that creatively I can deliver the speech that I wanted you guys to see. Hopefully you will enjoy that, and hopefully you'll still keep me tuned. Check me out, y'all. My 5th speech is coming soon. It should be ready in the next 2-3 weeks, and it'll be available for you. In the meantime, don't forget the new book, The Awakening. Don't forget the DVD. Don't forget the book, the CD. And thanks for watching. Oh, yeah. So I gave the speech and everything. And as you can see, I got the best speaker ribbon again. And you see there's 4 up there. So that means I got one for all 4 of my speeches. Remember that. You can get a ribbon too. You come down to ToastMasters and get your learn on, get your speak on, get your ribbons on. You see how many ribbons I got? This is my Ribbon Hall of Fame. Yeah, Lou App's Ribbon Hall of Fame at ToastMasters. Alright? Remember, when you're giving a speech, just go all out. Do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Practice your speech, rehearse it, engage the audience, and get you a ribbon. If you need to learn how to speak a little bit better, go to my 2nd speech, How to Be a Great Speaker. Watch that a few times and it'll definitely help you. Matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of spots on YouTube you could go to and find out how to be a better speaker. But the thing is, you're not going to learn by just sitting there and not looking, and by not applying what you learned. It's called evolution, life. like the 2 speeches I gave at one time in this one speech alone. As a speaker and life. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I still did it. I love the complicated aspect of it from a mental perspective. Chess player, A1A. Peace.